rise the tide and take their chances will fasten the line to broken branches that drift on the ocean in wild winter storms. I have to imagine things to keep myself warm. The night closing in, but not to worry. Told everyone I know that I was sorry, and I heard them all singing for comfort and peace. And in my confusion, I still believe you're the ones who make me cry. You're the ones who take me home. Of all the people in my life, my thoughts keep returning to you, but consciousness is fading fast. Surrounded by signs that go on living like circles in time. The spider web spinning, and I have no illusions of where I am now. I let this wave take me and draw me down. You're the ones who make me cry. You're the ones who take me home. From all the stars in my life, only good things return to you. If I could only say the word, if you could hear me cry for help. But I lift my head up to the sky, and the planes that were circling now have gone. Must be wrong. What kind of fool imagines love with all this going on? The stars burning in the empty sky, and the city is aflame.
Welcome to Messay University. In recent years, New Zealand's place in the world has been changing. New Zealanders have been achieving great things. They've been breaking new ground. Most importantly, they've been mapping out a special, unique Kiwi way of looking at things. There is a new New Zealand emerging. Messay played a leading role in the 20th century, and it intends to do the same in the 21st century. We want to be known as the engine of that new New Zealand. Messay University is this country's only truly nationwide campus university. We can offer you the most comprehensive program possible, but we can also offer you the opportunity to study in Albany, in Manawatu, in Wellington, or anywhere in the world if you choose to study at a distance. Messay began here on the land, and today the agri-food focus at our Manawatu campus reflects the importance of our land-based industries to this region, the entire nation, indeed the world. We have more than 400 researchers working on every aspect of the agri-food continuum. The world needs more food produced efficiently and sustainably from less land. Messay is uniquely placed to help industry meet that demand through our innovative research and teaching in the sciences, food technology, agricultural production, and at New Zealand's only veterinary school. Here at our Manawatu campus, Messay hosts the first and only National Centre for Tertiary Teaching Excellence. We are proud of our award-winning staff, and we want to ensure an exceptional and distinctive learning experience for all our students. In Wellington, New Zealand's arts capital, our campus has a creativity and design focus. Masterpieces are crafted in our schools of design and fine arts at the same campus that creates midwives, nurses, and leading business researchers. And in Auckland, our Albany campus specialises in programs with an innovation and a new economy focus. We have also established the New Zealand Institute for Advanced Study, a world-leading research environment for elite scientists. Messay has another campus which doesn't exist at all, but more than 15,000 students from across New Zealand and the world are enrolled. Massay's extramural virtual campus offers unrivaled access to a wide range of programs using the latest digital technology in any place at any time. Messay is committed to applying new technology to enable excellence in all teaching and learning. With our groundbreaking digital learning project Messay Stream, we are providing the interactive, collaborative, media-rich and personalised learning environment that learners need in the 21st century. Feeling connected in our changing, challenging world is important, especially in the New Zealand setting. At Messay, we celebrate our Maori heritage and Pacific Island cultures, which have helped shape our nation. We are proud to encourage researchers who will be tomorrow's pioneers and explorers. Be it in the laboratory, the paddock, the boardroom, or the skies. We support winners through our Centres of Research Excellence and our Academy of Sport. And we know how to work with stakeholders in business, internationally, and in our local communities to make it happen. So we can help you thrive in this changing world. Welcome to Messay University, the engine of the new New Zealand.
Ladies and gentlemen, Messay University's graduation ceremony is about to begin. Please stand for the official procession.
Ere maira ngā mate huhua te motu Kauia maira ngā pare kawa kawa te pōwe Ko te mātauranga te matapihi o te rangi Whakaeke maira ngā kakahua ngā pānau Hara maira, haere maira, haere maira Ko te kūninga ki pūrehu roe mihi atu Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou.
Thank you, Lorraine, for the karanga. I declare this congregation to be in session. Please remain standing and join with us in singing the traditional graduation song, Gaudiamus, the words of which are printed on page 4 of the program and are on the screen. Please be seated. Ena waka, ena mauna whakahi, ena taiwha, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia orana, talofa lava, malo elelei, whakalofa lahi atu, taloha ni, whakatalafu lofu atu, nisabula, ni min hao, namaste, mahaba. Welcome everyone, on behalf of the Messay Council, to the great student city of Palmerston North and to our November graduation ceremonies. This is our second ceremony today, and during the day we will have recognised the achievements of some 449 students, including 30 doctoral students. In total, for the year 2011, that makes 5,910 graduates from our university. You come from all around New Zealand, including distant students and those who studied internally at the 3 Messay campuses, as well as international students from all around the world. You also represent all 5 academic colleges of the university. And today you will graduate from New Zealand's only truly national university and its most relevant one. Graduation Day is a day of celebration, an opportunity for the university and your whānau, family and friends to recognise your hard work and success. And today, this will be a lot easier than usual, as for the first time, Massey's graduation ceremonies will not only be filmed, but will also be streamed live on the internet. For those of you crossing the stage today, your success and achievement will not only be recognised by those present, but it can also be shared by family, friends, as well as interested browsers across the globe. In years to come, you'll be able to relive what I'm sure for many of you will be one of your proudest moments. While talking of recognition, it is important that you don't forget to say a big thank you to all those who have supported you during your studies and contributed to your success. Family, friends, and the faculty and support staff of Massey University. And just to make sure that you don't forget, I'd like you to join me in thanking them right now. In my capacity as Chancellor, I have two principal responsibilities. The first is to chair the Massey Council, the body which is responsible for the governance framework within which the university operates. And the second is to lead ceremonial occasions such as this graduation ceremony. The ceremony we're about to go through is very traditional, having its roots in graduation ceremonies developed some 800 years ago. Traditions such as the robes that we wear, the capping, the mace, the singing of Gaudiamus, and the awarding of honorary degrees to outstanding citizens links us to the strong heritage of universities. Universities are institutions of higher learning in which the teaching and learning environment is provided by academics who are actively involved in the generation of new knowledge through research and scholarship. You will all graduate today as a beneficiary of a university education. Now, university graduates are critical to the social, economic and cultural development of the communities within which they live. This ability carries a heavy responsibility which you should not take lightly, particularly considering the investment the community has already made in you. As a graduate of Massey University, you will inherit the reputation of this highly regarded institution. The reputation of a university is built on the achievements of its past and current faculty and its past students. And Massey has had many outstanding faculty, and Massey graduates have made major contributions to communities and economies all over the world. This year, as I'm sure many of you will be aware, Massey launched a campaign at the beginning of the year based around where we see ourselves in the context of New Zealand's contribution to the world. The campaign celebrated some of our defining people, those who took what they learned and experienced at Massey and put it to work to make a difference, and also those who remain at Massey and contribute to our role as the engine of the new New Zealand. People like fashion industry leader Kate Sylvester, wildlife veterinarian Kerry Morgan, and Kit McConnell, who headed the IRB's Rugby World Cup office in New Zealand this year. And while on that subject, the coach of the successful All Black team, Graham Henry, is also a proud Massey graduate. We pride ourselves on producing people who put New Zealand on the global map for its innovation, creativity, agri-food research and teaching, and its connectedness. Some of the highlights of this year for our colleges demonstrate the contributions Massey people, staff, students and graduates are making. New Zealand has faced two major disasters this year, and members of the College of Sciences have provided on-the-ground expertise at both. The university's veterinary emergency response team was called to Christchurch following February's earthquake to assist in caring for animals. The team is trained to conduct technical rescues and perform in-field veterinary treatment and disaster assessment. Based at the Institute of Veterinary and Animal Biomedical Sciences, IVABS, the team comprises veterinarians, veterinary technologists and vet nurses with expertise in companion animals and livestock. In Christchurch, the team treated search and rescue dogs and went door to door checking for animals that needed assistance. Staff at IVABS are also leading the National Oiled Wildlife Response Team, currently in Tauranga, caring for more than 400 birds affected by the oil spilled by the grounded container ship Rena. Kerry Morgan, who I mentioned earlier, is part of that response. Within a day of the ship grounding on October, the team was in Tauranga to help deal with what has been described as perhaps the country's worst natural disaster. Staff and students from the Joint Centre for Disaster Research within the College of Humanities and Social Sciences were also actively involved in the recovery operations in Christchurch. A university team was part of the urban search and rescue operations in the city. And Professor Glyn Harper from that college is leading the production of a definitive 9-volume history of New Zealand's involvement in World War I. He's doing this in association with the New Zealand Defence Forces and the Return Services Association. Celebrations marking the Wellington School of Design's 125th anniversary were a feature of the College of Creative Arts activities this year. The school can trace its history back to 1886 and mark the anniversary with an exhibition in the Great Hall at the Museum building that showcased all facets of design. And there's been great progress on the new College of Creative Arts building, which is scheduled for opening by semester 2 next year. It will provide world-class facilities for our staff and students. It will enable greater connection with the Wellington community, and it will provide an attractive opportunity for international arts students to study at Massey. The College of Business, your college, will also have a new Pro-Vice-Chancellor next year, as announced on Monday, Professor Ted Zorn, a management communications specialist and highly regarded researcher and teacher currently at the University of Waikato, will join us in March. In June, the New Zealand Centre for Personal Financial Education was launched in partnership with Westpac Bank to improve New Zealanders' knowledge, attitudes and behaviour towards money matters. The School of Aviation will mark a milestone in February next year when it celebrates 25 years of producing aviators with a difference. The school is one of only a few globally that provide professional pilot training with university-accredited qualifications. For the 5th consecutive year, a Massey journalism student was a finalist in the Student Journalism Prizes at the Canon Media Awards. And Stacey Kirk is now a reporter at the Manawatu Standard. Fiji rugby captain Deacon Manu completed his Bachelor of Business Studies degree just in the nick of time, handing in his last assignment the day that their training commenced for the Rugby World Cup. The ANZ Massey Economics Challenge, a competition that challenges secondary school students to tackle the savings crisis, was hosted in 3 locations for the first time this year: Manawatu, Albany and Whangarei. It's been an annual highlight on the College of Business's calendar for the past 3 years. At the Albany campus this year, the College of Education launched the 2-year postgraduate diploma in specialist teaching that aims to overcome the barriers special needs and gifted children still face in large parts of our education sector. And distinguished Professor Bill Tunmer's world-leading literacy research was recognised by Harvard Graduate School of Education, where he is currently serving as a scientific advisor to 2 literacy research projects. And Professor Glenda Anthony was awarded the prestigious Fulbright Harkness New Zealand Fellowship. She teaches in the School of Curriculum and Pedagogy and is an expert in mathematics education and will use the fellowship to develop research in this field. At this afternoon's graduation ceremony, we're awarding certificates and diplomas and conferring degrees from the College of Business. You should all graduate today proud of your achievements, but you should also be honoured by the reputational mantle that you have inherited. I challenge you to go forward as Messay alumni, make your own contribution, grow your own reputation, and in doing so, add further to the proud heritage that you are now part of. Lastly, I would urge you to stay connected with your alma mater and your university family through our active alumni association. So congratulations, continue to work hard, but do remember to enjoy yourselves. Nō reira, kato iho nā manakitana kia koto katoa. Tēnā koto, tēnā koto, tēnā koto katoa. By the authority of the Council of Massey University, I, Dr. Russell Ballard, Chancellor, will now award the certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on those to be presented and on those in absentia.
Chancellor, the Associate Pro-Vice-Chancellor for International and the Head of the School of Management will present to you graduates and recipients of certificates and degrees in the College of Business.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Diploma in the Business Studies the candidates I'm about to name. Margaret Rose Besting. Leanne Elizabeth Gray. Karen Rill Marshall. Sarah Helen Louise Robertson. Sharon Marie Tozer. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy the graduands I am about to name. Kariraina Elizabeth Miranda Kariyama. Esther Irene Taylor Nay told me. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Aviation the graduands I'm about to name. Sam Alexander Miles Brown. Stephen Robert Mitchell Maguire. Ashray Manohar Mysore. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Aviation Management the graduands I'm about to name. Shu Loan. Andrew Lee Maxwell. Sarah Louise Ross. Tak Hwa Randall Tang. Sonny James Theketh. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business Studies the graduands I'm about to name. Fahad Mohammed Al-Alama. Alan Hunter Bainbridge. Sarah Marie Bell. Caitlin Iris Berry. Chloe Laurel Bodley. Simon Mark Bryant. Yun Jiao Tao. Rui Tong. Shane Gregory Coleman. Michael Bruce Deere. Edward James Goldsmith. Erica Winifred Hannum. Jessica Wendy Harris. Margaret Ann Hawthorne. All right. Fang Ke. Maria Coronadis. Alexander Stewart Laurie. Chun Yin Lee. Nan Lee. Ren Yu Lee. Keith Brian Linforth. Juan Liu. Sean Garrett Lovett. Baden Wee Poro Marino. Afan Ni. Sophie Eleanor O'Brien. Joanne Gwen Rush. Nay O'Brien. Deborah Mary Saunders. Ying Ying Xiao. Helen Shen. Xing Shen. Yan Ni Shi. Shuji Tang. Xian Tao Tao. Ik Shun Tong. Matayasi Mahu Helofa Tei Lao Tala. Weijing Wang. Diu. Weilong Shu. Yi Yao. Dian Zhao. Yi Lin Zhao. Thank you, Chancellor.
It's now my pleasure to invite Mr. Simon Barnett, Chief Executive of the company Oboe, to address the graduands. Simon established a company importing, manufacturing and distributing table tennis equipment in 1975. 11 years later, the company moved into the importation of field hockey protective equipment. By 1990, they were designing and manufacturing their own hockey protective gear, and by 1994, equipment designed specifically for the field hockey goalie was launched under the OBO brand. Within 4 years, the company had become a world leader in this area, and at the 2000 Athens Olympics, Oboe was used by 77% of all the goalies. Oboe products are sold in over 60 countries, and they are market leader in all of those countries. Global market share is now in excess of 60%. The company has won a number of major national awards, and Simon has an honours degree in marketing from Messay University and continues to guest lecture at the introductory marketing classes at Messay. Simon.
Well, this is very cool. Thank you for having me. I was actually asked to speak at this morning and this afternoon's graduation ceremony, and when I first heard that, I thought, this is great because the university really values my thoughts and wants everyone to hear them. But then I realised it was probably because they knew it would take me 2 efforts to get it right. Chancellor, thank you for your welcoming words and the opportunity to be part of this marvellous celebration of achievement. My association with Messay goes back many years, and I have great memories of my time as a student. I want to tell you 2 quick stories. The business faculty used to organise a lecture series that would invite interesting people from politics and business to speak to students and staff on a Friday afternoon. Bob Jones was one of these speakers, and his address was advertised as "Why We Should Farm Women." Needless to say, the refectory was packed. He didn't once refer to the advertised topic, but the place sold out. This was one of my early lessons of PR, or at least catching people's attention. I think more importantly, this lecture series established a habit I've tried to maintain for the rest of my life, one of listening, thinking and questioning. My time at Messay has not only equipped me for business, but shaped my thinking and also helped me be curious and aware of the wider issues of life. And I hope and expect it's done the same for you. A second memory is of a tutorial in my first year of study. It was held in the Social Science Tower and led by a young junior lecturer. His name was Steve Mahari. We explored and celebrated the meaning and relevance of culture within business organisations. Given this occurred 36 years ago, it was clearly an interesting and possibly a well-led tutorial. Having been in business now for many years, I realised the critical importance of culture and the role of leadership in playing and establishing and maintaining a relevant culture. I suspect Steve has learnt the same lessons in the roles he has subsequently filled. I know you were probably distracted when you came in the front door today of the theatre, but hopefully you noticed the sculpture as you walk toward the front door. It is made of bronze, which starts out as a commodity, a raw block of metal, ugly to the eye, rough to the touch, and meaningless. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I have a raw block, a raw ingot of bronze here, as you do, and as you can, it's rather dirty, certainly ugly, rough, and this piece here is worth $80. The bronze in the sculpture out the front cost around $9,000. But the value of that, in terms of monetary value of that sculpture, is in excess of $160,000. So something that started out like this ends up like that, adding huge amounts of value. Through the care and creativity of sculptor Paul Dibble, this raw commodity has been transferred into something of real beauty, meaning and value. And very valuably to business studies students, you'd understand worth 20 times the cost of the raw material. This reminds me of a comment made by King Christian IV of Denmark nearly 500 years ago. He told his people that we must add beauty to everything we do, because if we continue to just sell our products as raw food, we will not make a high enough income to have a good life. We must add beauty to everything that we do. Clever guy. I think New Zealand could learn something from King Christian. Denmark, like New Zealand, was and indeed still is a major food producer, but has gone on to add a lot of beauty and value to a wide range of exports and now enjoys a substantially better standard of living than New Zealand does. Too much of New Zealand's exports are still commodity-based, and it's your job to try and change this. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about the past, a little of the now, and what the changes might mean to you. When I first started in business, you had to go to the government to obtain an import licence to import anything. I was 18 years of age, and I applied for an import licence for some table tennis balls and bats to augment the table tennis tables I was building in the backyard of my parents' house. I was told that I needed a history of importing before I could be granted a licence. This didn't make much sense to me, so I climbed in a bus and went to the offices of Trade and Industry in Wellington. Perhaps it was the school uniform that I wore to the meeting. It's a little exaggeration, but I'm sure you get my drift here. Or my naive enthusiasm for life, but I got my import licence. Import licensing was just one reflection of how closed our economy was. There was also a very low level of competition, so you didn't need to do anything special or give very good service to make a living. From a business perspective, it meant that she'll be right was okay. In every sense, it was an inward-looking economy, narrowly based on primary products. All we need to do is to grow food efficiently, put in a ship, send it to England, and we could make a good enough living. Communication and travel posed their own problems. For example, air travel in real terms cost 5 times as much in 1960 as it does now. Exports and imports were almost solely carried by sea. Only a few years ago, it cost $2.74 per minute to talk to Europe. Now it costs virtually nothing, or better still, you can Skype and see the person that you're talking to for no cost. Not only was communication expensive, but it was slow, with letters and telex being the main methods of communication. Distance was indeed our tyranny in those days. However, our isolation meant that New Zealanders had to be inventive, and that's where the number 8 wire habit and phrase came from. It also meant that we had to be broad-thinking and great problem solvers. And another positive, perhaps, the importance of family, the balance between work and leisure, and a social responsibility were well understood. We were, and in many respects still are, a caring, resourceful, hard-working and optimistic society. It is critical that we respond to today's global challenges, which are significant, that we maintain and nurture these traits as a society and as individuals. Turning to the now. Today, both the global and New Zealand economies are completely open. There are virtually no restrictions on the ability to import and export, move ideas around the world, and almost no duty payable between nations. It is a truly global economy. There is more affluence and higher expectations. 3 weeks ago, it was announced that the world's population had just passed 7 billion. When I was born, and it wasn't that long ago, there were less than 3 billion people. Competition is now intense. Communication is very rapid and very cheap. People are connected. An idea, a phrase, a fashion, or a new product can sweep the world in a matter of weeks. Markets, particularly mass consumer product markets for both products and services indeed, are however dominated by world brands with a great deal of financial and distribution power. The environment is also one of rapid change. For example, 17 months ago, the Apple iPad did not exist. Today, over 28 million units have been sold, with a sales value in excess of $30 billion. Think about this. 17 months ago, this product category did not exist. One brand alone, 28 million units, $30 billion in sales. I cannot help thinking what the next iPad will be. Do you want to be part of this next product category of this nature? So what does all this mean to you? We have a phrase in our family that says, you can do anything if you try. This certainly applies to each and every one of us here today. Today, in many respects, opportunity is limitless. In this globalised world with very easy and cheap communication and the ability to move ideas and products from one part of the world to another with ease, the personal and business opportunities are almost limitless. This said, I think you have two big challenges. The first challenge is to find ways to deliver something remarkable, something that stands you out from your competitors, so much so that people not only want to buy from you or employ you, but also want to talk about you to others. Being the same as everyone else doesn't count. Copying doesn't count. R&D to some still means rob and duplicate, but this approach adds little value nor enables you to enter markets or successfully compete, or indeed get a special job. Importantly, it's also no fun. Only true innovation is relevant in today's intensely competitive markets. And while you're at it, think globally. Why limit your thinking and opportunities to New Zealand and ignore 99.04% of the world's population? That's right, the New Zealand's population is only 0.06% of the whole world's population. And think niche, preferably niche. In many respects, we New Zealanders are ideally suited to niche markets, and on the global scale, some of these can be very large indeed. Not the hockey market if you're thinking about going into competition with us. Our second big challenge, and it's actually the most important one, is to find something you really want to do, something that you want to do. Find something, anything that spins your wheels, puts a bounce in your step, lights the fire in your gut. No matter what you do, find something that you can love doing. No matter what it is, please be curious, because you can be sure that your first idea or first execution of that idea won't be the best, and there are always ways to improve and new and exciting opportunities just waiting around the corner. Lastly, no matter what you do, please take King Christian's advice and add beauty and emotion to it. On the way out, look at the sculpture, which is incidentally called Who's Afraid? Look at the beauty, the joy and the exuberance of that dancer, confidently taking on a cold and hostile world. You can be that dancer. You've been well equipped to face the world by your family, your friends, perhaps your siblings, your teachers and your lecturers at the time at Messay University. Please don't be afraid. This is your chance. It's your time. Grab hold of life and give it a decent shake. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you for being an inspiration for our graduating students through what you have personally achieved and through your thoroughly sound advice that you should work at what you're passionate at, add value in what you do, whether it be beauty, dollar margin, or producing something unique and different. Aim for the world. Keep aware of your personal responsibility and maintain a balanced life. That's very good advice. We will now proceed with the conferment of degrees and the award of university certificates and diplomas.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Communication the graduands I am about to name. Cindy Moni Beaton. Shamini Deepkar Chund. Luke Damien John McCarthy. Celeste Narewa. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Sport and Exercise the graduands I am about to name. Cameron McKellar Hayton. Carly Patricia Lanham. Mark Anthony Long. Mark Philip Mekalek. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Sports Studies the graduand I am about to name. Gregory Stephen Milden. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the conjoint degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Studies the graduand I am about to name. Rebecca Jean Webber. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the conjoint degree of Bachelor of Business Studies and Bachelor of Science the graduands I am about to name. Sejing Choi. Nicholas Lombard. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Business Studies the candidates I am about to name. Danny Agung. Andrew James Dennis Feely. Sally Ann McConnell. Corinna Ann O'Connell. Ayush Sabaral. Carol Ann Woodmas. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Certificate in Business the candidate I am about to name. Jin Yi Wan. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Aviation the candidate I am about to name. Ako Tikaki, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Business and Administration the candidates I am about to name. Bo An. Junjun Sway, with distinction. Abhishek Das. Cheryl Roseanne Dimmick. Valonia Astra de Souza. Natasha Nanthakishore Goog. Jia May, with distinction. Abdul Nishar. Donna Lynn Pringle, with distinction. Shental Rajagopal. Mayank Samuel. Pratik Singh. Dhruva Surashin. Selavia Naaki for Ala'au Tohi. Maria Carmela Valencia. Thank you, Chancellor.
It's now my pleasure to invite Jessie Stratford, singer, to present the item Tukanun Kiagne by Ernesto de Curtis and accompanied by Morva Croxon. Jessie is currently studying at the New Zealand School of Music in Wellington, training in classical voice under the New Zealand tenor Richard Greger. Jessie is a Palmerston North Boys High School old boy and enjoyed an illustrious career in the school music department, starring in musical productions and singing in the school's well-known and highly successful OK Chorale. Jessie won the 2010 National Youth Jazz Festival Vocalist Award and is hoping to continue his study overseas at the Royal College of Music in London. Jessie.
Vedere
Thank you, Simon. You have a very fine voice, and I'm sure you'll achieve your ambition of attending the Royal College of Music in London. And thank you, Morva, for the accompaniment. Morva, of course, was a predecessor of mine as Chancellor of the University. We will now proceed with the conferment of degrees and the award of university certificates and diplomas.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the postgraduate diploma in sport management the candidate I am about to name, Eliza Kamanchita Sulit. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Aviation Management with honours the graduand I am about to name, Jordan Sung Wen Ng. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business Studies with honours the graduand I am about to name, J. Singh Forrester, First Class Honours. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Aviation the graduand I am about to name, Jung San Oh. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Business Administration the graduands I am about to name, Laura Christina Ileoni with distinction, Muhammad Isan Muhammad Ali, Andrew Edward Isles, Brenda Carol Campbell, Isidora Juliet Campbell, David Scott Chapman, Bavia Chuk, Brian Ralph Davies, Linda Marie Davison, née Sutherland, with distinction. Godfrey Dubai. Rion Tain Scott Edwards. Sergei Mikhailovich Gavrilov. Fungayi Huete. Joseph Rongapai Harawira. Regan Paul Hopkins. Michael Eric Howie. Filippo Francis Mayer. Nisbet Munyaradzi Mapota. Andrew Waiora Marshall. Stephen Carl Matson. Nicholas Maxwell McIver with distinction. Andrew James McNichol. Colart Miles. David Robert Mossop with distinction. Tombizakithi Emma Muparira. Christopher Vasquez Pastes. Dominique Jean Ponier. Alan Tahuaroa Riwaka. David Anthony Robinson with distinction. Barry James Rosenberg with distinction. Nicholas John Sandifer. Rhonda Margaret Smith, née Greg, with distinction. Elizabeth Christina Jane Stockley, with distinction. Kim Elizabeth Zent van Yee. Venkatesh Tirunana Murthy. Kathleen Margaret Tucky with distinction. Mafatini Alasina Tusaawa. Julie May Tweedy with distinction. Daniel John Vucic. Roger Ross Wallace. Graham Stanley Warner. Patricia Leslie Wiley. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Business Studies the graduand I am about to name. John Brian Mead, second class honours. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Finance the graduands I am about to name. Fang Lin Chen. Jia Yuan Guo with distinction. Jianya Shi with distinction. Nan Yang. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Management the graduands I am about to name. Craig David Campbell. Xuan Chen. Denise Catherine Evans. Ina for La'au via Lasalao Fautua. Rola Galewe. Yan Lee. Priyanka Sharan. Karen Marie Thompson. Tianyan Jian. Chancellor, the degrees are also conferred and the diplomas and certificates are also awarded to those who are in absentia. Thank you, Chancellor.
Tēnā rā koutou, kia ora mai tātou. Chancellor, we now reach that point in our ceremony where we turn our attention to our doctoral students. We graduated 24 of them during this morning's ceremony. We are meeting 6 of them here this afternoon. They're here for 3 things. They are highly talented people. They are passionate about what they do, and that has led them to put the hard work into the program of study which puts them on the stage today. I want to thank you for studying with Messay University and giving us the opportunity for you to explore your talent and your passion and make sure that you were able to complete your course of study. Congratulations. We will now watch your career with a great deal of interest. Go well. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation the degree of Doctor of Business and Administration, the graduand I am about to name, Arnold Young. Mr. Young investigated a leadership development training course and found that managerial and organisational factors were influential barriers to the transfer of learning to the workplace. In contrast to the traditional view that formal training is irrelevant to the community of practice, he found it could facilitate participation, identity development and practice in established communities of practice, as well as providing a basis for the formation of new communities of practice. Dr. Young. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Philosophy the graduands I am about to name. James Henry Bede Hollings. Mr. Hollings used a case study approach to analyse 4 high-profile New Zealand whistleblowers. He showed that they went through a highly rigorous decision-making process before speaking out, in which emotion also played an important role. He proposed a model of how journalists and other persuaders can influence that process safely and effectively. Dr. Hollings. Robin Lynette Mason, doctoral scholar. Organisations need to pay particular attention to developing younger, inexperienced workers who will become the core workforce. Ms Mason proposed and tested a structural model of learning and development for young workers. She found that both contextual and individual factors influence younger workers' behavioural intentions through different aspects of the development process. Dr. Mason. Jonathan Eric Sibley. Mr. Sibley examined rural Fijian villagers' knowledge of money and financial services, their attitude to money and their financial behaviours, and related this to their household's economic well-being. The findings provided guidance for policy development and related interventions to assist households and communities to both increase levels of financial inclusion and improve the management of household cash flows. Dr. Sibley. Catherine Alice Robinson Strong. Ms. Strong investigated the gender imbalance in the editorship of daily newspapers, particularly the barriers and entices facing prospective female editors. She found that the ingrained hegemonic masculinity of the newsroom culture is partly to blame for the small number of women who reach the editor position. This same culture is also to blame for female editors stepping down after a relatively short duration. Dr. Strong. Carolyn Gail Worth. Ms. Worth investigated the implications of resource consent information contained in New Zealand listed company announcements. The key finding of positive valuation effects from capital expenditure announcements when resource consent approval processes are expected to be long suggests that by undertaking a voluntary capital expenditure with high environmental compliance cost, listed companies can create strategic advantages for themselves. Dr. Worth. Chancellor.
At the conclusion of the ceremony, guests are requested to remain in their seats until the processions have assembled in the foyer. I declare this congregation to be adjourned. Please stand and join with us in singing the national anthem, God Defend New Zealand, the words of which are printed on page 5 of your program and are on the screen above. Please begin with the Maori version of the anthem.
아